My wife served me divorce papers on Christmas Day, but when she opened my gift, her face went pale. For months, Veronica had been acting strange, working late, whispering phone calls, new clothes I never saw receipts for. When I asked about it, she'd deflect with accusations about my long hours at the construction site. "You're never here anyway," she'd say. "What difference does it make?" The signs were everywhere once I started paying attention. She'd shower immediately after coming home, claiming she smelled like the office. Her phone was suddenly password protected. She disappeared for hours on weekends, always with vague explanations about errands or visiting friends I'd never met. I'd been working overtime to save for the vacation she'd been hinting about. Turns out, she was planning a different kind of escape. Christmas morning, she handed me an envelope with my coffee. Divorce papers, dated 3 weeks earlier. She'd been planning this for months while I was buying her presents and making holiday plans. "I want half of everything," she announced, not even looking up from her phone. "The house, your business, your retirement account. My lawyer says I'm entitled to it all." Her lawyer. She'd already lined up legal representation while I was picking out her Christmas jewelry. I nodded calmly and handed her my gift. A small wrapped box tied with red ribbon. "What's this?" she asked suspiciously. "Open it." Inside was a flash drive and a printed photo. Her face drained of color as she recognized herself with Derek, our marriage counselor, in what was clearly his apartment. The timestamp showed last Tuesday, the same day she told me she was visiting her sister in Tampa. "Where did you get this?" she whispered, her hands trembling. "Your sister called me 2 months ago," I said. "She was worried about you, thought you were having an affair. Turns out she never saw you that day, so I hired a private investigator." I pulled out a thick manila folder from under the Christmas tree where her other presents still sat unopened. "There's more. Derek's been sleeping with at least 3 of his clients. He's married too, by the way. His wife doesn't know yet, but she will soon." Veronica's hands shook as she flipped through bank statements, showing Derek's payments for their hotel rooms, restaurant receipts, even lingerie purchases I'd never seen her wear. Credit card records from expensive dinners while I was eating microwaved leftovers. "You can't use this in court," she stammered. "It's illegal surveillance." "Actually, I can. Adultery voids our prenup. You get nothing." She stared at me, mouth open, the divorce papers forgotten on the coffee table beside the untouched Christmas cookies I'd stayed up making. "There's something else," I continued. "Derek's license is about to be revoked. The state board received an anonymous tip about his relationship with clients. Turns out it's highly illegal for therapists to sleep with people they're treating." I handed her the final photo showing Derek's wife opening her own Christmas present. Copies of everything. "His wife filed for divorce yesterday. She's taking his practice, his house, and their kids. Apparently, you weren't his first affair. Merry Christmas, Veronica." She left that afternoon with nothing but her clothes and her phone. Derek's practice closed by New Year's Day. His wife took everything in their divorce. I kept the house. 6 months later, Veronica was working retail while Derek delivered pizzas for minimum wage. They broke up after 3 weeks of real-world poverty. I found someone who actually wants to be here. She loves my Christmas cookies and never checks her phone during dinner.